Factsverse presents 10 Things You Did Not Know Your Body Could Do. Number 1. Scratch your ear to ease a tickling throat. If you've ever had a tickling in your ear, you know that just by clearing it, the tickling won't go away. Also, if you've ever had a tickle in your throat, you likely know how annoying that can be. Well, if you have a tickle in your throat that won't stop, you should scratch the inside of your ear. This will activate the nerves in our ear, which causes those muscles to twitch. This twitch will relieve the tickle in your throat, making you feel so much better. I don't think, though, you can just scratch your tongue to take care of an ear itch. I don't think it works that way. Number 2. Ease the pain of getting a shot. If you don't like the pinch that you feel when you get a shot, there is something that you can do to help. When you cough, it blocks the pain signals in the brain. If you're going to get a shot, you should make yourself cough right when the needle is about to go in. This will make the pinch almost unnoticeable. This can make immunizations and having blood drawn much more bearable if you have a fear of needles. Number 3. Clearing your nasal passages. There is nothing worse than dealing with a stuffy nose. Trust me, as a voice guy, I know. I deal with it constantly. It can be really uncomfortable. It can also make breathing impossible, and it can be really difficult to sleep with a stuffy nose. Well, if you want to clear your sinuses and you don't have any medication around to take, there is a simple trick that you can try. Start by pressing your tongue against the roof of your mouth. Now next, flick your finger against the area between your eyebrows. Now when you do this, the bone in your nose will rock back and forth, and that'll loosen up the nasal passages, and they should be cleared out in less than 20 seconds. This is much faster than if you had taken medication to clear your nasal passages. Number 4. Ease a toothache with ice. This is one of the coolest of the 10 things you did not know your body could do. Toothaches can be really painful, hence the name toothache, and they can make eating and even speaking hard. Well, if you have a toothache and someone tells you to ease it with ice, they don't mean that you should put it in your mouth or put it in your cheeks. If you have a toothache, rub a piece of ice on the skin that attaches your thumb and index finger. Now the reason this works is that the space between your thumb and index finger is a neutral pathway. When you block it with ice, it'll keep the pain from going to your face. It might not completely cure your toothache, however it will dull the pain, which is huge when you're suffering from a toothache. Number 5. Treating brain freeze. Anyone who has taken a drink of something really cold really fast, or anyone who's eaten ice cream really fast, you know how painful brain freeze can be. Well, the reason you get brain freeze is because when you drink a cold drink fast, the nerves on the roof of your mouth actually start to freeze. Well, because the nerves are freezing, your brain begins to overheat. That causes a sudden headache that you know as brain freeze. So the best way to stop brain freeze quickly is to push your tongue against the roof of your mouth as hard as possible. This will warm up your nerves, causing your brain to stop overheating. Since brain freeze can be extremely painful, this little trick can be helpful. Number 6. Your nose can be a time machine. Have you ever smelled something and it actually took you back in time to the first time you ever smelled that smell? Well, this happens to a lot of people all the time. If you get emotional with certain smells, well, that's normal and very common. The reason for this is that the area of your brain that's responsible for smell is located in the same area that's responsible for emotions or memory. Since they're all tied together, so are the smells you smell and the emotions that go along with those smells. Number 7. Your digestive system can give you superhuman strength. Everyone has heard the story about a mother who was able to lift up her car to save her child who was trapped underneath. This can actually happen. When your brain senses danger, adrenaline is released from your sympathetic nervous system. Soon after, your pupils will dilate, you'll start to sweat, your heart will beat faster, and your digestive system will shut down temporarily. This happens so that your muscles will contract with the force and strength you need in case of an emergency. Number 8. Your eyes can tell you that you are too cold. If you're out in the cold and your body temperature drops too low, you can suffer from hypothermia. This is extremely dangerous, and before it actually sets in, your eyes will tell you. When your body temperature drops, your eyes will constrict to save energy, causing temporary blindness. This will let you know that hypothermia is about to set in, so you need to get warm as soon as possible. Number 9. Slow down a rapid heartbeat. If you get really scared or shocked, your heart can start beating rapidly as though it's going to beat out of your chest. Well, if you want to slow down the heart, all you need to do is blow on your thumb. There is a nerve in your thumb that controls your heartbeat, and it's controlled just by breathing. Number 10. Your eyes can tell your secrets. If you're in love with someone and you don't want them to know you're in love with them, don't look them in the eyes. When you're attracted to a person, the pupils in your eyes can begin to dilate. It'll be a dead giveaway.